Hello, how is everybody doing today? I hope you guys had a great Saturday. I know I did. I attended the newest. Ooh, spoiled too soon. Attended the newest pre-release event for the newest set of Digimon, Digimon trading cards as BT09 X-Record. Yo, Sam, what is up? How you doing today? Hope you had a good Saturday. Let me just reach on over. Let's turn down the cover a little bit, just not chilling before going to bed. Oh, glad you're feeling better. And here we go. Newest set, X-Record, featuring Alphamon, of course, because he is the poster child for the whole X-Antibody. Ah, music, please. Yeah, there you go. That should sound good. How's the audio sounding? Ooh, Just cut this baby open. Now, this is a bit of an interesting set because there are some new cards in here, but for the most part, most of the cards in this set actually require cards that are not in this set. They require cards from other sets to actually be functioning. Now, if you don't know the story, I'll go ahead and tell you. X-Record, the whole is based on the entire X-Antivirus line. Story originated in one of the Digimon B pets, you know, like little Tamagotchi toys. Yes, and it turns out those do have their own storylines, but they're not really brought forth in America. But there was a movie, so I'm gonna go base it off of that. Basically, King Yggdrasil, the leader of one of the digital worlds, decided there was too many Digimon. He was going to go ahead and get rid of them, so he unleashed the X program on the digital world. Now, that thing basically started mass deleting Digimon. But some of them had an interesting reaction and developed what they would call the X-Antibody. They would become immune to the X-Record program. Which some of them, and they all changed and became stronger, and actually changed the way they look. Alright. Now here you go. So here's our box topper. We got the Tumblemon, cute little rock Digimon, little baby there. Finally get a baby Digimon that inherits, that gives a blockers an extra power boost on your opponent's turn. You know, the best time a blocker wants a power boost. All the previous blockers were like boosts were oh, your blocker gains an extra 1,000 points on your turn. I'm like, cool, but I can't block with that extra juicy power. So that's the so that's the fancy box cover for this. We also get an update pack, which is I think this is the first time we've had one. On the back, all the cards that are available here. Well, like this one. Yeah, they're nice. Now, the update pack is basically, I believe it's a set of promos that were never released here in the States. Whether they were given out in magazines or special Digimon events that they just didn't have here. So what they did is just package them in these update packs. Let's go ahead and open this one, see what we get. Look at that, we got Deltamon, which is a nice little black and black-red Digimon. Let's see, what's this thing do? Is when this Digimon would digivolve into a card with two colors, or composite, which is a trait, you can see down here. And the traits reduce the division cost by 2. Okay, so he's so he's nice to so he makes the Digivolution climb easier. And inherit is for each of your for each of this Digimon's colors, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. Alright, that's not bad. It's a little bit of rookie hate. And Boutmon. See, is at your turn, this Digimon would digivolve into a card with Shaman or Wizard in its traits. You may trash up to 3 cards from your top of your security stack. For each security card trash effect, reduces the dilution cost by 1. That sounds a bit weird. That's basically securities in this game is like your life. You have 5. Once all 5 are gone, next time you take a hit, you lose. The reason he does this is because This entire line wants to stay at 3. At 3 or 2. And all the effects is just kick off like that. For example, this inherit effect is if you have 3 security cards, unsuspend this Digimon. Well, when attacking. So not bad. Those are our break cards. Although I'm glad I did get the little rock Digimon. I hope I get more. Now let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3. Let's start opening some packs. I'm gonna put you aside for now. I'm gonna try a little bit of something different. Maybe go a little bit faster than normal. But if you have any questions, go ahead and just ask. Let me know. I'll do my best to answer. See what we got. Ooh. Come on, camera. There you go. There you go. Yeah, we got Quagumon. This is when we start getting the line of Gamamon cards. If you don't know, Gamamon is basically the main star of the newest Digimon Ghost game series, Death X Digivolution. It's a nice little card. If I have any Dex X Digimon, I'll show you what they are. So we got here is like Salamon X-Antibody. And this is what I mean. It's like normally regular Digivolution costs up here. The X-Antibody cards, as you can see, because it has X-Antibody, does say Digivolve 0 from Salamon. So they'll have some sort of stipulation like that. And when Digivolving, they'll have they tend to have an effect if you have the correct Digimon underneath it. Quagumon, he's a nice little Digimon. He's got Rush. He costs 6. And you're like, who would play a 6-cost Digimon? It's like, dope. I don't know much about Digimon, but I like the cards in general. Oh, that's cool. I mean, if you have any questions, I'll try to explain as best I can. He's got Rush. He's good because there's a Mega level Digimon. One day you put 2 above it. That says when he attacks, play Piranhamon. And Piranhamon has Rush, so that means when you play it, it can attack that turn. Normally, Digimon can't play the turn they're attacked. The Tokomon X-Antibody, the only baby Digimon that has an X-Antibody. Got Panjimon X-Antibody. Look at that. Gabumon X-Antibody. Like I said, all of the cards all the Digimon end up looking different when they get with the when they have the X-Antibody. Gabumon doesn't normally look like that. One of his his left arm looks bigger, and that does play throughout the entire evolution. And now let's see, we got our rares. We got Dino Tigermon. He's alright. Interesting thing. Not all the Digimon are named like. Ooh, the board said this one's different. Yes, this is a rare. All rares have a silver, like a silver border and shiny. There are even most of the Digimon are named like how to say it? Tokomon X-Antibody or Tokomon X to let you know. But at some point they got tired of doing the X moniker and they just started giving them different names. Dino Tigermon's actually supposed to be a X-Antibody version of Leo Sabermon. And Raidenmon. Raidemon's actually an interesting card. If you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, especially the Gate Guardian, this is basically Digimon's version of the Gate Guardian. He does have 3 other cards that they all combine to make this one. I'm gonna put the rares off to the side. Oh, the trash out of the way. Yeah. Ooh. Got a Raptordramon. It's a different Digivolution line for Doramon, part of the Alphamon line. It's a different got the Growlmon. Growlmon also gets the entire Gilmon gets an X-Antibody line. Here it is. Metal Piranhamon. This is when attacking, play 1 Digimon card with Piranhamon in the name of this Digimon's card while paying its cost. So yeah, attack with him, play a Piranhamon, and attack again. It's a neat little. Oh look, it's Pillamon. Look at that, it's a cute little. I will say Pillamon's actually one of the cutest Digimons around. Might be my top 1. It's a brand new effect they are putting now. It's called the players can't play Digimon without by effects. So it would actually stop this guy's entire playstyle. So that's a new effect they started introducing. By the way, this is a Leomon, yeah, Leomon X or X-Antibody. If you remember Leomon, he's just a giant lion man. But when he turns into the X-Antibody version, he just turns into a Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. You got Quagumon, always being the shithead he is. Alphamon, you got Koromon. And then, hey, we got Jellymon. She is one of the secondary characters, or secondary Digimons from Digimon Ghost Game. She is a stinker. She treats her partner like, she always calls him darling, because like she always has to, and he always refers to her as Jellymon-sama. And she's unique in that she just disappears. Like, she's never always hanging around her tamer. She just like disappears from time to time just to do her own stuff. Usually selling and acquiring random items, but never says why. And look at that. Meikumon. Purple, rare purple yellow. Little kitty Digimon. One of the main figures for the Digimon, one of the main characters, focus characters for the Digimon Tri series. I'm actually looking to get certain key cards, mostly having to do with the Alphamon line. Some depth Darugumon. So we got Salamon here. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So we got Salamon here, purple card. You can evolve from yellow or purple. But then we have Salamon X. The way Digimon works is you can't digivolve a Digimon on top of the same level, and they have to match the color requirement. Right here's the requirement. But since this one says Digivolve 0 from Salamon, which this is this card, you can actually Digivolve on top of this one. This is all part to facilitate the whole X-Antibody. Oh, Congo. This is actually a pretty interesting card. It's a nice cheap way to stop 7 cost or lower Digimon from attacking you for like at least one turn. It actually features the one of the 4 sovereign Digimon. This is actually, he's the last one to actually get printed out in this set. Ebidramon, or you know, Ebimon. Don't know why they added the draw, but that's what it is. Let's see. Ivermon. Death X. Nefertimon, the Gaudomon's Armor Digivolution. The last set they printed out almost all the Armor Digivolutions, but they left out 2. One of them was Nefertimon. They do that sometimes. Wonder if I'll get the other one too. Here we go. Darugumon. So there is a card called Darugumon. This one does Digivolve on top of this one. Oh, that one. My bad. I'm sorry. The entire deck series is what if the Darugumon line, but just evil, because there is an evil version of like Alphamon. Oh, look at that. This is the fully evolved form of Mekumemon, but the dark Digivolution form, because there is a light version that already got released, and it's just pure yellow. And look at that. Fujimon, the last of the sovereign Digimon. Not sure how he's gonna turn up. I don't think he gets played too much, but I believe his option card is actually pretty regularly used. Garurumon X. Again, looks way different than regular Garurumon. His left arm is complete focus. And here we go, the other X line. Quagumon, where the green first starts seeing some competitive play again, but I don't believe it won't be until the next set. No, set after that, set 11, where you start seeing green might start finally having a chance again. But yeah, it's Quagumon X. Yep, more evil versions of that cute little Mikumon. May Crackmon, vicious mode. I'm actually kind of glad for the Insectoids, because I kind of like the insects. They all look just phenomenal. But for unfortunately, green has just been kind of eh. And Gilmon X, the X program. Here we go. So yeah, just from the from what I'm going off the movie, not the actual V-Pet. So it's a white card. Normally you can only play white cards when there are white Digimon or white Tamer in play, but it says, well, you have a Digimon with a Dex or Death X in its name in play. You may use this card while meeting its color requirement. So if you have a Dex or Death Xmon, you can just play this. And it just says, delete one Digimon without X-Antibody traits. If there are 3 or more Digimon in play, delete all Digimon without X-Antibody their traits. And that counts your side too. But if you're playing the Dex series, you're pretty much going to be covered. So it's a nice little... for 8, it's mostly a nice play if you can actually delete your most of your opponent's board. Not worth to just delete one. Security, delete one of your opponent's Digimon without X-Antibody traits. You probably want to play this only if you can actually wipe out Grand Scissors and Sunrise Buster. This card is actually a bit of a problem right now in the Japanese version of the game, where they are one step ahead of us. This card, it's cost 5, and its effect is you may play 1 yellow or red Tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. Tamers tend to cost 3 or 4. So for one more, you're playing 1 Tamer, and then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn, for each yellow and or red Tamer in play. So DP is right here. Is their digital power or attack power. If it hits 0, that Digimon just gets automatically deleted. This card is being like basically abused, overplayed in what it was yellow and the Cross Wars deck series. They were just playing this, play a Tamer, and those decks basically want you to have a bunch of Tamers and then just completely wiping out Digimon. Yellow was the worst for it because they would be able to recycle it back into security, and it does have a security effect that says just play the card. It was choking out a lot of decks. The only decks that could basically make it into the meta that didn't use that card protected themselves from DP reduction, which X-Antibody was one of them. It's interesting Digimon. I believe this is like another one of those Digimon that was created because they had a fan competition to draw your own Digimon. There are a little bit of several of those. Hey, Meiko Mikushi. She's the tamer for the Mikuyamon. So she actually supports... It supports Mikuyamon, but the way the card is worded, she actually supports yellow and purple Digimon. So she can actually be splashed in a yellow-purple deck. Yeah, Gaia Force 0. This is a Wargreymon X's attack. And the newest tamer, Cool Boy. Because he's so damn cool. Look at him. So for him, it's just when you play him, reveal the top 8 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with X-Antibody in its traits, and 1 option card with X-Antibody in its traits to your hand. And you know, place the rest back in the deck. And then whenever you digivolve a Digimon like Salamon into Salamon X, you can tap him to make the cost cheaper by 1 and then draw 1 card. Yeah, it's not really... nah, saying makes it cheaper by 1's not right. You actually draw... You gain 1 memory. So if it costs 0 to digivolve, you can actually gain a memory from that effect. Support for more Magnamon. Because Magnamon X is in this game. Ooh, isn't interesting? Because the last set we got Magnamon. Basically, this card just... it's a lot of words, but what it does is just lets you digivolve any armor digivolution into Magnamon X. The golden one looks cool. Oh yeah. If I pull it, I'll show you what he looks like. Angel Woman X. She does definitely look like she got an upgrade from her previous form. I like this little guy. He basically just got little jet wings and like a jet attached to the back of him. Metal Impulse. Sunrise Buster. Alright. So yeah, the pre-event was kind of wild because a lot of these cards don't actually get a lot of their effects, especially the rookies, unless you have the card you're supposed to digivolve from. Yeah, I believe this is also the other red one I showed you that had him in the mouth. Yeah, this is another fan creation, I believe. You basically trade cards with other players too. Oh yeah, you can trade cards with other players as well. Mostly the rares are up. He does look so happy. But yeah, since a lot of Okuamon X, the ultimate version of Quagumon X. Ah, here we go. This is Raijimon. This is one of the this is the lightning version of the Digimon's Gate Guardian series. I believe when you get the other guy, the big one, you basically just are able to dig for these from the trash and just put them all underneath them to get effects. Megadramon, got Metal Storm, and hey, here we go. If you're familiar, if you're familiar with Wargreymon, this is Wargreymon X. He gets a little bit bigger and he gets more angles compared to his other form. It's not bad. Normally costs 4 to Digivolve into, but if you Digivolve from Wargreymon, it just costs 1. All turns, when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, gain 1 memory. So he actually gains, you gain advantage by attacking your opponent. End of attack once per turn. If Wargreymon or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. So on top of that, once he attacks the player, if there's a weaker Digimon on your opponent's field, he can just outright delete it. And it is 1 per turn. By the way, just to let you know, right now all Digimon effects are soft once per turns. As in, like, you can use the same effect. Let me just grab from the other side. Mix up parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, like, for example, some Yu-Gi-Oh cards say you can only use this effect once per turn. So if you have another copy of the card, you can't use this effect. Digimon is a soft once per turn. As in, where did I put him? Like Wargreymon, X's ability. If you use his ability, you can't use it again. But if you have another copy of the card, you can still use that copy's ability. But oh yeah, like I was saying, yeah, since basically all the X rookie cards require their underlying, like Agumon is required for Agumon X. Agumon X can't really use it as ability, so they were all vanillas. So you didn't start seeing effects kicking in until like Champion or higher. Hey, we got Pegasusmon, Patamon's Armor Digivolution. So that was that basically competes all the Armor Digivolution cards that came that were basically featured in I want to say season 2? No. Season 3, you know, with Davis and the rest of the kids, where they couldn't Digivolve at first. And all the armor cards have a special ability where rather than just deleting this card, you can just sacrifice the top card and then keep the bottom instead. Quagumon. Ooh. Grand Dracmon. He's a rare. He might be played in purple, not too sure. But yeah, I think he looks kind of neat. He's got these massive shoulders that are mouths on their own. I don't know why, but I'm asking. Hey! Dexterugumon. He's basically the boss form of the Dex line. There is actually one more, but that would be considered the boss, but you wouldn't Digivolve into him, and he's basically like a free play for that can go into any deck because of his effects. Basically just allowing you to play it for cheap. Da 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 da. Bearmon. Mini Dekachimon. God, that's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? X. Daigonishi, Koromon, Grand Scissors, and hey, look at that! Come on, let's see if we can get it in. There you go. Omnimon Merciful Mode. He is basically the final version of Omnimon that appeared in the Digimon Tri series. He can Digivolve from any color for 6, or straight from an Omnimon for 3. You would probably try to get this. See what he does. When Digivolving for each card with Mega in their traits in this Digimon Solution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon, then place 10 cards from your opponent's trash at the bottom of their deck in any order. So yeah, that's where the merciful mode comes in, because you're recycling their graveyard. Start of your turn, trash the top card of this Digimon. If you do, trash the top card of your opponent's security. Interesting. So, but I think it's saying if you get rid of the trash the top card of this Digimon. So I'm assuming it means this one, unless they're gonna get it rotted. I know there's been a couple cards that have been misprinted with instructions, and you have to go on the website to get the actual instructions. But it says you can just automatically get rid of a security card, which is nice because that's less likely to trigger a security effect. Actually, no, it's the only way to 100% not trigger a security. It's Omnimon. If you're familiar, he's got the Garuru Cannon. The other difference is not really too much for it. Is the his sword just changes into a katana. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Today's tournament, I unfortunately made it to like 7th place. I ended up going 2 wins, 2 losses. Lost my last match, trying to get to the top. Oh yeah, I never know how to say this guy's name, so I just always called him Snagglepussmon. Only because he just gets so close to basically being like Snaggleloopmon. Eh. Dun, dun, yay, Grizzlymon. First time I've seen a Grizzlymon that's not a blocker. Usually he comes out as a blocker. And he's a black card, which is kind of funny because the black cards usually specialize in blocking. Hey, here we got Fujimon. He's the wind attribute for the Gate Guardian series. Oh, come on. Camera, where do you want me to be? So... he's not cooperating with this one. They're all certainly half black and then one other color. Oh, here's the water one. So we got all 3. Then this is Sujimon. Metal Storm and... I like how the camera doesn't want to focus now. Rise Greymon X-Antibody. Come on, camera, why you gotta play me like this? Oh well, figure that out later. But I think we got all 3, so let me see if I can just show them off real quick. Da -da -da -da. And I know you're here somewhere. You hiding from me. And there you go. So yeah, you got the 3 elements. You got thunder, wind, thunder, wind, and water, and then they combine to make this guy. And that's basically the Gate Guardian version of the Digimon lineup. Neat little fact about these guys. They do mention Justimon in their card text for their effects. And Justimon's like a Kamen Rider based Digimon who switches modes depending on which arm he has equipped. These cards all have the different arms of Justimon equipped onto them. Each one the yellow one has a set and like so forth. I don't know what the lore reason is with that one. I didn't get a chance to find out. I kind of wish. I don't know why the camera is just losing focus right now. I kind of wish I had a better one. If you guys have like any recommendations for actual webcams, let me know. Ooh, nice! I got another one of these guys. Hey, come on, let me see. Yeah. It does not want to autofocus anymore. Not sure if it's the lighting or what, but yeah. Let me see if turning up the lighting actually might help out a bit. No, don't turn them off. Let me see if that helps out a bit. It doesn't seem like it's not. The camera just refuses to zoom in now, or autocorrect. I don't know how to get this to work. It was just doing it properly later on, but it's like, nope, not gonna do it anymore. Quagumon X, Quagumon. Ooh, soul digitalization. Basically, Alphamon's actual attack card, his actual attack. Oh look, camera, now you actually focused in. It's a nice artwork. Look at that. It's Alphamon. That's the attack, by the way. He just summons this massive golden dragon thing. Ah. Oh, Tesla Jellymon. This is what Jellymon digivolves into. Oh, see, the camera's actually not working. Gatomon X. Raptordramon. This is the only natural blocker that was introduced into the set, which was kind of hilarious because usually in these pre-release events, blockers are very sought after because, you know, they do help stop your enemy from attacking. Ooh, this is a brand new Dorumon to add to the Alphamon deck. This one's different from the rest. This one says you can trash one card with X-Antibody and straights in your hand to draw 2 cards. So it's a nice put you at 1 advantage card. Ah, here we go. And then we have the other big option card, the X-Antibody card. If you have any Digimon on the field, you can go ahead and use this card, even if you don't have a white Digimon or white Tamer. It has a security effect. It's listed up here for because it has an inherit effect, but it says if your opponent attacks you in security and they hit this, you gain 1 memory and you get to put this card in your hand. Then the main is you can place this card under one of your Digimon without X-Antibody in its traits at the bottom. So now you can actually have an X-Antibody Digimon. And it has the effect like all turns. Effects can't trash X-Antibody from you, so you can't remove this card from the stack. And when attacking, this Digimon can digivolve into a Digimon card with X-Antibody and its traits in your hand for its evolution cost. So it can let you digivolve mid. It can attack mid attack, which is nice. For the rares, we got Wargreymon X and Magdramon X. Magdramon looks nice. I wish I could actually see a different. I would like to actually see the entire body, but I think for the most part, different is it has the brown hair. I think it has sharper horns. All in all, still good. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next set of 5 cards. Let me just throw some of this trash away. It's just piling up here. Ah! Oh, it's in the trash. You just shoved them in and they all sprung back up on me. So Sam, what do you think of the card so far? If you're ever interested, let me know. I'd be glad to see how to play. There are some starter decks on sale somewhere. Though I don't know what the shipping is like in Europe. Ooh, Dextoru Greymon. Hey, it's Multimon. And then first, got Fujimon and Magnamon X. And oh! We pulled a secret rare. You can tell because it says secret rare down here. But we have Alphamon Oryukin. This is Alphamon's final form. He costs 7 to digivolve from a black level 6 Digimon. But what you want to do is actually do this. Digivolve 3 from Alphamon with Oryumon in its Digivolution stack. Because it's interesting, Oryumon is like a dragon Digimon that has weapons on it, but when it merges with Alphamon, it turns into this giant sword. It's at 16,000 DP, which is actually pretty high. Let's see, when Digivolving, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost. So the moment you play this guy, delete the highest level Digimon. Also, it says all, so if see, highest play cost, yeah. And it says all, so let's say your opponent has 2 with a cost of 12, you get to delete both of them. You don't just get to choose one. And its effect is at the end of your turn, once per turn, you may return up to 7 non-Digi-Egg cards with X-Antibody in their traits from this Digimon's division cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. And if you do, gain 1 memory for each card. So you can basically sacrifice the stack underneath him, put it back into your deck, and gain more memory, so you can keep playing. And you can do that at the end of your turn. So if you're about to deck out or you need some more memory, you can do it and use this effect. So yes, it's a very nice card to have. I'm gonna put you over here. It's actually one of the cards I was looking for, because I do plan on making. I was already using an X-Antibody card deck, and I did want to upgrade it with these cards. Oh. Maybe it's only well, I've only seen that, but maybe Gu's Gamamon is the only one in this line that's been released so far. I know Gulu's has basically Gamamon Digivolves into a green one. Oh, I got 2 sets of Tamer cards. Nice. Digivolves into, what was it? The whole set was blue, green, purple, and red. And then he has an ultimate. I think it's called Kylos Weissmon, which is a big-ass dragon. Starling Thunder is actually a pretty decent card. Mostly useful if you have Jellyman, because it's one of the few cards that lets you return a Tamer card from the field back into your opponent's hand. They translated it as Starling Thunder, but I believe in the Japanese version it's called BB Thunder, but I think that's what they meant. I don't know, I think I like BB Thunder better. Angelwoman X-Antibody. Fujimon. Here you go. This is what Agumon looks like. I actually like the look of Agumon X. Something about these little tiger stripes that I think just looks good on him. We got Tai and Kairi, and hey! Here we have Metal Garurumon X. If you remember what he looks like, he's nothing like this. Remember I kept telling you his left arm was like bigger than the others? Discuss it on his ultimate form. It just turns into a giant machine gun. Again, Digivolve for 4 from a level 5 or 1 from Metal Garurumon himself. When he Digivolves this Digimon, you can unsuspend this Digimon and he gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. So for 1 turn, he's basically a blocker card. And your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, if Metal Garurumon or X-Antibodies in this Digimon solution cards, return all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to their owner's hand. So you can actually start bouncing cards back into your opponent's hand with this guy after he attacks, and it comes back to your turn. Hell, you can actually do it on the first turn if the Metal Garurumon survives. Digivolve and Digivolve with him, unsuspend, and he start bouncing cards right then and there. Hopefully with the latest restrictions added to some cards, we might actually seeing some Metal Garurumon decks actually being played. Ooh, the X Digivolution card. It's actually a nice one. If you play a Digimon with the X-Antibody that Digivolve, you can basically play this for 3. Search the top 3 cards, and if you find the right card, you can Digivolve on the. You can Digivolve your Digimon with this card, even if the cost for the other one's just like 4 or higher. Tesla, Greymon X. It's interesting because for the most part he just gets these big claws and the horns get changed into more like bone instead of the same color as the skull plating. And he gets these 3 little horns back there. Starmon. I think Dracmon. There's Dracmon. Soul Digitization. Regulimon. I think for the tournament I did pull an all art Regulimon, but that's not a card I'm gonna be playing. I just don't have interest in that playstyle, so I just kind of traded away for 2 decks. No, I can't remember the name now. Darugumon, there it is. Hey, thanks for the hydrate, Val. Oh, that's nice. I know Bandai start actually for the tournaments now they use like an app system. Our store had a bit of an issue because they started using the app system, but for some reason didn't transfer the store I go to play tournaments into their systems, so they couldn't actually officially register tournaments for a while. Luckily they got a fix for this pre-release event. Ooh, Wargreymon X. I feel like all the X Digivolution cards, for the most part, just tend to get more angles added to them. And Grand Dracmon. Let's see, what do we have left? 2, 3. Alright, that'll be... So we've so far pulled 1 secret rare, and no, I don't think we've pulled out any alternate art cards yet. But let's see, we got a couple packs. I think we can still pull something good. Hey, Bison, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Crabmon, hey, Fujimon. This is the baby form of Jellymon. I like this. I don't know why, I just find this this one kind of funny with the little tentacle over the mouth going ying 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 ying. Gonna bite you. Chilling, watching streams. Oh, good. X-Antibody. Oh, Alphamon. This is the brand new Alphamon. For the most part, it replaces the older Alphamon. Some people still play the older one, the original one, for like 1, but this one definitely just gels with the whole X-Antibody series, because this one does mention it. Like it says, when digivolving, place 1 card with X-Antibody in straight from your trash onto this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. So now you're recycling from the trash. Your turn, once per turn, when an effect places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. So so at least once per turn, whenever you place 1 card underneath his stack, you can start de-digivolving cards, which is a nice form to weaken and remove powerful threats. And oh, here we go. Here you go, Sam. Here's that Golden Knight, Magnamon X-Antibody. 12 costs, can digivolve from yellow or blue, because Magnamon himself is a yellow and blue just like this one. 11,000 DP. Now here's the thing, this one's different. It says digivolve from Magnum for 4, which costs more than this. Well, that's because Magnamon is actually a level 4. So you're skipping a stage to jump right to this one, so that's why it costs more. He does have some interesting effects. Let's see, on your opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, if a card with armor form, Innistrates, or X-Antibody is in this Digimon's Devolution cards, you may switch the target of that card to this Digimon. So if your opponent tries to attack, and this guy has any armor Digivolution underneath him, you can actually force him to attack this instead. Now, all the armor Digimon have a skill called Armor Purge, and it says if this Digimon's about to be deleted, just sacrifice the top card, and basically the card underneath it survives. This one has an interesting variation of it, where it says all turns, when this Digimon will be deleted, you may place the top card of this Digimon on the top of your security face down to prevent the deletion. So rather than putting it in the trash, you would put it into your security stack. Basically mean you for that turn, when that happens, you actually gain 1 life. And then they have to try and get over this guy on their next attack. And it is a pretty cool looking card, I gotta admit. Kinda wish I had the kinda wish I actually had the other the regular form to compare them. Execution. Matador. I don't know why this one's called Matadormon. It's kind of weird. He's a vampire Digimon. Not much to do with Matadors. You got Fujimon, Matt and Sora. Dino Rexmon. It's another part of the green archetype, green red. So they were still when they made these cards still trying to figure out how to make green competitive. Like I said, I think I've said it before, but green's biggest problem was that it's very reactive. So it had to hope that your opponent got themselves in these particular situations, and if they didn't, you're for the most part kind of out of luck. That's why the newer ones, especially cards with Lord Bluemon, start coming out that start forcing your opponent to actually suspend themselves if you suspend your own Digimon. So gain advantage of that. Tesla Jellyman, Dex Wargreymon, Omnimon, Omni Shotmon X-Antibody, Digimon. Ooh, another Alphamon, nice. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but yeah, the little thing he's holding, that's supposed to be the, I believe this is the, I don't think it's the actual X-Antibody, because I think this might be the X program. But I could be wrong. Because I think we already saw the X antibody, and it didn't look as volatile as that one. And Mikumon. Not Miku. What is it? Meikumon, that's what it is. I knew I was saying that wrong. Alright, last 4 packs. You can still get some good pulls, guys. Come on, I know it. Come on. Eyes of the Gorgon. It's actually a pretty nice card. And it just says delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. If you do, you may play a 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash while paying its memory cost. And you can activate on-play effects. For the most part, purple likes to play cards from the trash the most. Alphamon's X-Antibody kind of dabbles it, but it's basically purple's entire gimmick. And this is actually a good card to get around. Because in Digimon, you can't attack your opponent's Digimon unless they're suspended. But this one says, like, oh, you didn't attack this turn? Cool, I'll just get rid of you anyway with this. It costs 8, but it does say any Digimon, so, you know, that's actually a pretty strong card. Ninja! Yeah, I guess only, Chaos Gamomon's the one in this. I think the other sets are going to release him one by one. Yo, look at that. Metal Greymon X. Oh, it looks fierce. Whoa, look at that! I believe this is... Yeah, I think this is standard, but we got the other secret rare. Death Xmon. This is the entire... this is supposed to be the grand boss for the entire Death series, or Dex series. But, you can basically play this on any color deck you want. It's actually Digivolves from 6, from a purple or black, but... It says... When you play this card, like straight up play, it costs 20. There's no way you would normally play it that much, because you would have to be at 10 memory and then give your opponent 10 memory for their turn. Here, actually, let me explain that real quick, just in case you don't get it. Where is my memory counter? There. Another. Dice. Okay. So this is like a typical memory gauge right here. When the game starts, you start at 0. When you play a card and it uses memory, you have to like pass it on. This is your side, this is your opponent's side. If at any point you play a card and you give your opponent memory, it's their turn. And it's your turn once your opponent either gives you memory, or if they pass, they have to give you 3. You have tamer cards, they do all sorts of funny things. So this guy, he costs 20. Let's see if I can get him though. And there goes the camera not working again. Come on, work with me. Well, anyway, he costs 20. In order to play him at 20, you would have to be at 10, and then you would have to give your opponent 10 in order to play it. That's insane. It's not very often you play such you would play a high-level Digimon or a high-cost Digimon like that. It's unless you were like, I've done it before, and it's basically comes out of like either if I don't play this, I play nothing, and I can't keep not playing nothing for too long. So let's see. So what he does is when you would play this card, reduce its memory cost by 3. For each Digimon and Tamer on your opponent's side of the that has in play. So for every Digimon your opponent has and Tamer they have, the cost just starts going down. On play, when Digivolving, de-Digivolve 1. All your opponent's Digimon, so they all Digivolve by 1 level. Then delete all your opponent's level 4 lower Digimon. So that's a nice little board wipe if you can get it to work. And then at the end of your opponent's turn, once per turn, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. So now every turn at the end of for the rest of the game, until they can get rid of this card, they have to keep losing Digimon. So it's a nice at the end of their turn. Doesn't get played. I don't think it's gonna get played too much now. But in the next set, when the Cross Wars series cards come out, and it's basically just having a lot of Tamers and Digimon, this card's gonna see a lot of play. And since people are gonna be hard playing it with its effect, you can just stick it in any color. I think people even start side decking it too. Alright, so that's the other secret rare. I'm not sure if we have any more rare level cards left to pull from this box, because I forget what the ratios are. You only get like so many. What we got here? Soul digitization and ooh, look at that. Grandest Quagumon. Oh, come on. Maybe the colors makes it a little bit harder to catch. Camera's having trouble. This is the X version of Grand Quagumon. Pretty nice. Let me go ahead and read it. It says Digivolve 1 from Grand Quagumon. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, if this Digimon is attacking, you may switch the target of attack to one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. Basically, I believe this card, one of the Quagumon cards says when attacking, you're allowed to Digivolve in the middle of the attack. So you can Digivolve into him and switch your target to something that's unsuspended. These guys, the bugs like to have piercing, so you can go through them and it still hit the security stack. See, on your turn, this Digimon gets plus 4,000 GP, so whenever it's your turn, it actually 16,000 DP, which is pretty good. End of attack once per turn. If Grandest Quagumon or X-Antibody, oh no, it's Grand Quagumon or X-Antibody in the stack, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and unsuspend this Digimon. So after attacking, if the conditions are met, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, unsuspend this guy, and he can attack again. And he's probably going to have piercing, so you're going to end up removing a different Digimon. So it's a nice way to start. It's a really good Digimon for the Quagumon line. Alright, down to 2 packs. What do we got? Might make another green deck, not too sure. Ooh. Ooh. Camera, you were like working with me so well. Why are you like, well, you gotta do this to me? There you go, thank you. Sometimes you gotta praise your equipment, and if it still doesn't work after that, you can just start beating on it. Regulemon and Taichi. Taichi? No, it's a Tai. That's what it was. Tai Kamiya. I forget who Taichi is, or which of the Tamers was that? Alright, last pack. Let's see what we can get out of this one. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. Anything good? Hey, we got Kyoshiro. He's the tamer for Jellymon. He's a nice tamer. The problem is I believe he is too... Let's see. If you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. So this is one of those memory tamers I told you about. That way on your turn you always start with 3 at least if you your opponent tries to set you anything less. On your turn, when you attack with a Digimon that has Jellymon in its name, or it's level 5 or higher, and have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, suspend the same or draw 1. One of the other things of Blue, besides Blue has some functions of their own. One thing they like to do is to try to get you to have 8 cards in your hand for most of the game. So this is one of them. This one might be playable since it's not too dependent on Jellymon, because it's either Jellymon or it has a level 5 or higher. And got Mimi and Joe. Alright. So those are all the cards. I actually got, you know what, I'm actually pretty happy with these draws. I got the Alphamons I wanted, and I got the Wargreymon. So let me see if I can go ahead and... Oh no, why you mixed in here with that? Go ahead and pull out the good draws today. Definitely you. Not the Alphamons. I didn't get any alternate art Alphamons, unfortunately. I did get one at the tournament though. Yeah, I might still have it here. I'll pull it just so I can show it to you guys. Rares, secret rares. Sorry, a lot of these are kind of strong Digimon. You think they'd be super rares or secret rares, but they're actually just rare cards. So I'm like, these are not the cards. Actually, also another thing I noticed is I have yet to see a secret rare, the option, or tamer. Most of them have all been most of them all just been Digimon. Where? All right. Here we go. Just so I can show you guys what it looks like. So that's Alphamon. Digimon we all know and love, right? Come on, camera, please do it. Don't make me start the violence. There you go. See, threats always work. And this is the alternate art card. Oh, it looks just so good, doesn't it? I gotta say, Alphamon's one of those like nice, daunting-looking Digimon. I think he's a good guy. So basically, these are all the right there. These are all the rare, super rares and secret rares we pulled. Secret rares being Alphamon Kyryuken and Death X-Mon, so which is very nice. Not bad pulls. I like it. Well, that's it. I'll probably may have to buy some cards. Luckily, none of them too expensive. Well, except for this one, probably, because I think I need at least 3 more of them to make a deck. But for the most part, I think I have a lot of the other cards. Alright. Gonna go ahead and take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna start swapping things over to start playing some Digimon. I'll be right back.